question is, in the aftermath of perhaps a bit of a cover-up over Biden's decline, do you think that the media is capable of recovering the broad public's trust? All right, your time starts now.
Absolutely, the mainstream media will be able to recover from their obvious gaffe with Biden's decline because it's mainstream media. There's millions and millions of dollars in these organizations that are run by large conglomerates and large individuals with large stakes in these organizations that want to shape a narrative. Therefore, there will always be some sort of emphasis and onus on maintaining these structures, these power structures now, to inform the masses. Secondly, there's always an easy way to pivot, and mainstream media nowadays is very good at pivoting, finding some other topic, and then going with that story so that people can conveniently forget the gaffes that they've done, which there have been numerous. And guess what? They're still here. So it's almost like the banks, they're almost too big to fail, and eventually they can come out of it if they make some changes at their leadership, their changes on who they have as anchors. Whether or not they will do that is what we need to remains to be seen. But if they make these changes, they certainly can, and they certainly will still be relevant in the discourse of American politics and hopefully journalism for many years to come. And that's why I think they will definitely still be around, whether we like it or not, because there's money in there. And you know what rules the world, Claude, is money, money, money.
Money, money, money. Compute rules
Do I still
the world
have
now.
time?
You got like 30 seconds.
How long are you giving me?
2 minutes.
No, it's a minute.
Yeah, then you're done.
Well done, Claude.
Oh, wow. I told you that I have a virus right now. I'm not feeling well.
I was like,
he's got a virus. His code is being disrupted.
I was wondering. I was like, I mean,
that did seem to drag on a bit. No offense.
Not only did it drag on, but you had a prime opportunity to reference the name of the show and you missed it.
Wow.
Anyways, T, are you ready?
I am ready.
Go ahead.
For a minute.
What you may have noticed my dear opponent did not do there is answer the question. And that question was, will the media be able to regain the public's trust? And the broad mainstream media in this certain case absolutely will not be. Because they spent 5 years propping this guy up as the second coming of what's the guy in the wheelchair who was really smart? Stephen Hawking, right? They propped him up as a second coming of Stephen Hawking, right? And it turned out he could barely read, let alone go to the toilet by himself. We all saw that debate performance. He claims he had a cold. No, you are missing a brain. That is what happened, and the media covered it up, and they absolutely trounced any, not just Republicans, any normal person who God forbid, we've all had family who've suffered with dementia, who could clearly point out this guy was suffering from dementia. And not just dementia.
You're right, not just dementia, but many other things. That was good. All right, you guys ready for Crossfire?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it on?
Yeah.
We're going?
Yeah,
all right.
I
didn't answer the question. I certainly answered the question at the very beginning.
Was the question
would they regain it?
Would they still be able to have relevance?
Yes. No. It's would they be able to gain the trust of the public? And I said, absolutely. There's too much money involved in these organizations. They're going to pivot. They're going to find other stories that will matter. And they're going to, and if they bring in some new anchors and some new leadership, they can easily win back the trust of, that's why all these people are going to podcasts, because they're getting people on. If they went back to what journalism and news media was before, when you had like the Walter Cronkites and those types of people.
But will they?
The question is,
but will they?
The question
is
will
it
they?
not too late?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sorry, but you had a guy. They propped up a guy. And it wasn't just the dementia. This guy had prostate cancer for it looks like years. Prostate cancer is not a quick cancer. If they're diagnosing him now, this means he was likely had it when he was still the vice president.
Right. The point is, can they regain the public trust? And they can if they make the right moves.
Okay.
I have not currently, if I'm watching CNN and MSNBC, I'm not seeing them making the moves right now. So can they regain it? They certainly can. Will they regain it? It's hard to say if they will in the interim.
Will they? If they can, and I think we can both agree on this. If they carry on down this road, they certainly won't. And you are right. There is a reason why people are going to podcasts, hopefully like ourselves here at Convince Me, to gather the news of the day. Okay, because they failed in their number one duty. I mean, this got close.
They are
Russia
going back
invaded Ukraine
to. They
on
are
his
going back to
watch.
journalism. They are going back to providing stories.
I'm not seeing evidence of that. I'm seeing
Oh,
maybe.
well, you gotta go look. So
maybe
you're,
Jeff
if you're
Bezos
only
is
if
trying,
you're only
but the
concerned,
Washington Post,
well, if you're only well, that's a good example. If you're also there's a lot of other CEOs that are now taking power over the board so that they actually provide real news and other a more modicum media. But if they do more of that, then they will.
That was fun. That was a good first round. I felt you guys both stayed on topic ish, and
Stayed on topic ish.
well, yeah, you know, you never really stay on topic, right? But like, it was pretty good.
I fully will. Okay, anyway.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the judges. I thought you both did a reasonably good job. I'm definitely going with Justin though. He stayed on topic more. He talked a lot more about like, you know, the incentive structures that would make the media go and try to regain public trust in that strict accord.
I agree. This was fun. You guys really brought it, like came out running. Really, really, really nice stuff. T, you came out blazing until you forgot about
Stephen Hawking.
yeah, that was
Yeah, you were gonna say the second coming
you
of
was
Jesus,
going,
and you're like, I can't say that, so I have to think of something else.
You
So,
know.
oh yeah, Stephen Hawking. Who the hell cares about him?
Justin, yeah, Jay went into like political mode. He went into like straight politician mode. Your first shot out the cannon. So yeah, I give Jay the point as well. He did break down. Yeah, he the question was, you know, the public. Yeah, the public is pretty much sheep, and if they actually start doing the things that Justin was saying, absolutely, they'll fall back in line.
All right. Whatever viruses are going around our eyes, Chatty is not chatting. So apologies.
So it just looks like I get an extra point for winning.
Well, no, I think we're just gonna, you know.
Should it just be 2-0?
I think it's gonna be 2-0.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
Great round to both of you guys. Let's look at the scoreboard. We got Justin in first place, 2 points. Maybe it would have been 3. We'll never know. T tied for last place with 0 along with Ron.
Yay.
We'll forgive you. You haven't had a chance yet. T, you're not forgiven.